Have you ever considered that something as simple as drinking water could profoundly affect your well-being? In today's video, we're going to explore how small changes in the way you drink water can have a significant impact on your health, some of which might surprise you. But before we dive in, I want you to reflect on this story, for it holds a lesson that lies at the heart of today's discussion. High in the mountains, where the air is thin and the path to wisdom is steep, there lived a sage renowned for his knowledge and vitality. One day, a young seeker climbed these mountains, eager to learn the secrets of life. Exhausted from his journey, he reached the sage's humble dwelling. Parched from the climb, the young man immediately took out his flask and began drinking large gulps of water. The sage, watching in silence, smiled softly. "Young traveler," he said, "you have come seeking wisdom, yet you do not even know how to drink water properly." Startled, the young man replied, "How can there be a wrong way to drink water? It's simple, just drink when you're thirsty." The sage's eyes glimmered with insight. "Ah," he said, "water is life itself. Yet without care, even life's greatest gifts can harm us. To drink water mindlessly is to invite imbalance into the body. Many suffer because they do not understand this truth." The young man, puzzled, asked, "What do you mean by drinking water mindlessly?" With a gentle smile, the sage explained, "One of the most common mistakes is to drink large amounts at once, especially during or immediately after meals. Such habits may seem harmless, but over time they disrupt the body's natural harmony." Now, before we delve into the wisdom behind this practice, if you find value in the lessons of Stoic philosophy and living well, please take a moment to subscribe to stoicriseup. By subscribing and clicking the bell, you'll stay informed on how these timeless teachings can enhance every aspect of your life. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on how small habits shape your health and well-being. This habit, though it may seem harmless at first glance, can have surprising consequences for the body. When we overwhelm our system with large amounts of water in a short span, we inadvertently dilute the vital gastric juices needed for proper digestion. This disruption can lead to a series of issues, from poor nutrient absorption to chronic digestive discomfort. In fact, as practitioners of ancient wisdom, such as Ayurveda, have long suggested, drinking cold water during meals can extinguish the digestive fire, making the process even more difficult. The young man, listening intently, nodded in agreement. "You see, my young friend," the old man continued, "the idea that everyone needs exactly 8 glasses of water a day is like saying that all gardens need the same amount of water. It's a persistent myth, but reality, as always, is far more nuanced." The wise man picked up a fallen leaf and held it before the young man's eyes. "Just as each leaf is unique, so too is each body. Your ideal hydration depends on many factors: your weight, activity level, the climate you live in, and even the food you eat." "But how can I truly know how much water my body needs?" the young man interrupted. The old man smiled, his eyes full of understanding. "An excellent question. The key is to listen, not just to your thirst, but to the signals your body provides. The color of your urine is one such signal. If it is light yellow, you are well hydrated. If it is dark, your body is asking for more water." He paused, then continued. "Imagine your body as an orchestra, with each organ playing its part in harmony. Just as each instrument requires balance, so does your body need the right amount of water. Too much can be as detrimental as too little." The young man, intrigued, asked, "Is it true that coffee and tea dehydrate the body?" The sage chuckled softly. "Ah, another common misconception. While caffeine does have a mild diuretic effect, coffee and tea still contribute to your overall hydration. Yet, water remains the purest choice." Fascinated, the young man exclaimed, "It feels as though each glass of water becomes an important decision." The wise man laughed. "Do not worry so much, for your body is wise. If you drink when you're thirsty and eat a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, you'll stay on the right path. However," he cautioned, "there are times when greater attention is required. Intense exercise, hot weather, or illness, these moments demand more from your body, much like a garden requires more water on a hot day." The young man reflected on the depth of this seemingly simple teaching. It's astonishing how something as basic as drinking water can be so complex, he mused. He realized that the lesson extended beyond mere hydration. It was a deeper understanding of life itself, how we must care for our bodies with mindfulness and intention, in the same way we tend to the other essential elements of our existence. "Such is life, my young friend," the wise man replied. "The deepest truths are often hidden in the simplest things. Are you ready now to learn when we should drink water?" He smiled mischievously. "You see, water is like a powerful medicine. If taken at the wrong time, its benefits may fade, or worse, it may cause discomfort. But when consumed at the right moment, it works wonders for the body." The wise man paused for a moment and then continued. "Think of your body as a garden. Water is the rain that nourishes it. But what good is watering the garden at noon when the sun is at its peak, evaporating the water before it can reach the roots? The same principle applies to your body." With this analogy in mind, the wise man began revealing the secrets of perfect timing. When you wake, even before the rooster crows, drink 1 or 2 glasses of water. It's like clearing away the dust that settles in your stomach overnight. But be cautious. Let at least an hour pass before you have your breakfast. Your stomach needs time to prepare itself to receive food. This isn't just mountain folklore, the wise man added. Modern science supports this ancient wisdom. Drinking water on an empty stomach helps flush out toxins and prepares your digestive system for the day ahead. Before each meal, the wise man continued, drink a glass of water, but not immediately before. Give it about 15 minutes, as if you were giving your stomach a signal. Food is on the way. This advice is gold. Not only does it help control your appetite, but it also primes your digestive system to process food efficiently. "And now for the part that surprises many," he said with a glimmer in his eye. "After a meal, wait before drinking more water. Let an hour pass. Why? Imagine you've just lit a fire to cook your food. If you pour water on it, what happens? The fire goes out. The same thing happens in your stomach. The gastric juices are like that fire, working hard to digest your meal. Drinking too much water immediately after eating dilutes those juices, slowing down digestion." The wise man's teachings were not only rooted in ancient wisdom, but aligned with modern nutritional science. As many experts recommend, drinking water right after a meal can disrupt digestion by diluting stomach acids. And finally, as the sun sets, drink a little water, but not too much, he advised. Water is life, but even life respects rest. You don't want to spend the night making trips to the bathroom, do you? With a playful wink, he added, "Remember, water is your friend, but like any good friendship, it's about quality, not quantity. It's not about drowning your system, but nourishing it at the right times." The young man nodded, absorbing the wisdom that went beyond simple hydration. The wise man concluded, "This ancient teaching reminds us that nature follows its own rhythms, and we too are part of that great cycle. Respect those rhythms, and you will find harmony in both body and mind." By aligning our water intake with the natural rhythms of our body, we can optimize both our health and well-being. "Now," the wise man said, "let us explore the correct technique for drinking water." The young man, intrigued by the sage's words, leaned in closer, eager for the next piece of wisdom. "Master," he asked, "how is it possible that something as simple as drinking water can be done incorrectly?" The wise man smiled knowingly. "Observe how a toddler drinks water. Small, frequent sips. Nature shows us the way, yet we, in our haste, have forgotten to listen." The wise man held up a small glass of water. "The key," he continued, "is to drink little by little. Picture your body as a dry garden. If you dump a bucket of water onto the soil all at once, most of it will run off, failing to nourish the roots. But if you water slowly, every drop is absorbed and the soil is rejuvenated." This garden analogy is not only poetic but also grounded in science. Dr. Feridun Batmangalij, in his work Your Body's Many Cries for Water, explains that drinking water in small amounts throughout the day allows for better absorption and utilization by the body. "How then should we drink water properly?" asked the young man, eager to understand. The wise man nodded and explained. "First, sit up straight. Posture is essential so the water flows smoothly through your system. Then, take small sips, no more than a glass at a time. Savor each sip as if you were tasting a fine wine." The young man chuckled. Savor water like wine? Master, you have a way of making even the most ordinary things sound profound. The old man smiled. Laughter is good. It relaxes the body, and a relaxed body absorbs water better. But let's return to the technique. After each sip, pause, breathe. Feel how the water nourishes your body. This is not only ancient wisdom, but modern science supports it as well. Studies show that drinking water slowly improves hydration and prevents issues like heartburn and indigestion. But master, the young man interrupted, I've seen athletes drink large amounts of water in one sitting. Isn't that necessary at times? The wise man nodded. You raise a valid point. In extreme situations, such as after intense exercise or in very hot weather, it may be necessary to drink more water quickly. However, even then, it is best to do so gradually. Remember, our body is wise, but it needs time to process. The wise man's words echoed those of the Greek philosopher Heraclitus, who once said, "You cannot step into the same river twice." Similarly, each sip of water offers a new opportunity to nourish your body. With every drink, you renew your cells and cleanse your system. Practice this technique for a week, advised the wise man. Drink water as if it were the elixir of life, for indeed it is. You will notice your energy rise, your skin glow, and your mind clear, the wise man assured him. The young man, filled with enthusiasm for this new perspective, promised to follow the master's advice. But with a mischievous smile, he asked, Master, does this mean I must now meditate every time I drink water? The old man laughed heartily. Ah, youth, always looking for shortcuts. No, my young friend, it's not about meditation. It's about consciousness. It's about learning to listen to your body and giving it what it needs, in the way it needs it. Now that you understand the importance of listening to your body, tell me, what do you think it would say about drinking ice water on a hot day? This seemingly simple question concealed a truth that could change the young man's relationship with water forever. He pondered for a moment, then replied, Well, master, I suppose my body would tell me that cold water is refreshing and quenches thirst quickly. The old man nodded. It's natural to think this way, but let me share a secret known to the sages of old. The temperature of the water you drink is just as important as the amount. Imagine your body as a delicate garden. Cold water is like a torrential downpour that drowns the plants, while warm water is like a gentle drizzle that nourishes every root. He paused, then added, Modern science supports this ancient wisdom. According to a study by the Spanish Society of Basic and Applied Nutrition, warm water is absorbed more quickly by the body, aiding digestion and promoting stomach health. It's like giving your body a gentle embrace from the inside. The wise man continued, Studies have also shown that regularly drinking warm water improves blood flow, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy heart and preventing cardiovascular diseases. In fact, an article in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology suggests that warm water can relieve the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, a digestive disorder that affects many people today. But master, the young man interrupted with a grin, does this mean I must give up my ice-cold summer drinks forever? The old man chuckled. Ah, youth and its extremes. No, my young friend, life is about balance. An occasional glass of cold water will not harm you, but for your daily health, warm or room temperature water is your best ally. He continued, Warm water helps break down the food you eat, increasing digestive power and promoting overall stomach health. It's a small habit, but its effects ripple through the body, nurturing you from within. It's like having a finely tuned cleaning crew working efficiently through your digestive system, the wise man explained. This wisdom is far from new. More than 2,000 years ago, Hippocrates, the father of medicine, recommended drinking warm water. In traditional Chinese medicine, cold water is thought to extinguish the digestive fire, and in Ayurvedic practices, warm water is believed to balance the doshas, the energies that govern our body, promoting longevity and vitality. Think of your body as a well-calibrated machine, the wise man continued. When you drink cold water, your organs must work harder to warm it, diverting energy away from other important processes. Warm water, by contrast, flows in harmony with your body's natural temperature. Fascinated, the young man asked, And what about drinking hot water, master? An excellent question, the wise man replied. Hot water, especially in the morning, can be highly beneficial. It helps to stimulate digestion, improve circulation, and can even relieve congestion. It's like gently awakening your body from its slumber. Some studies suggest that starting your day with hot water can boost metabolism and even promote weight loss. Dr. Feridun Batmanglij, in his book Your Body's Many Cries for Water, even suggests that drinking warm water may help prevent and relieve headaches and migraines. The wise man paused and added, hot water also helps detoxify the body by encouraging perspiration, allowing toxins to be released through the skin. Remember, he continued, your body is wise. Listen to it. If you're thirsty, drink. If you feel cold, avoid ice water. If you need to cool down, a bit of cold water is fine. But for true nourishment and balance, warm water is your best ally. The young man nodded, slowly absorbing the depth of this seemingly simple wisdom. It's remarkable how something as basic as water temperature can have such a profound effect on our health, he reflected. The old man smiled. In life, small changes can lead to significant outcomes. Just as a gentle breeze can change the course of a ship, adjusting the temperature of the water you consume can transform your well-being. Always remember, my young friend, that wisdom lies in the details. The old man's gaze grew more focused as he asked, now, are you ready to learn how water can become your most powerful medicine? Imagine being able to relieve headaches, improve digestion, and clear your mind, all through something as simple as H2O. The young man, intrigued, leaned forward. How is it possible, master? Can water really do all that? Indeed, my young friend, replied the old man. Water is far more powerful than most realize. As the philosopher Thales of Miletus once said, water is the beginning of all things, and he was not wrong. The wise man began to list the surprising benefits of water. First, he said, water is a natural pain reliever. Many people don't realize that headaches are often a sign of dehydration. By drinking water consistently, you can prevent and relieve these pains better than any pill. In fact, a study published in the European Journal of Neurology showed that individuals who increased their daily water intake experienced fewer migraines and headaches. Before moving on to the second benefit, let's pause for a moment. If you're finding value in this wisdom, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell so you never miss future videos. If this content resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments by writing, I love wisdom. Also, let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. I read every comment. Now, let us continue on our journey of learning and growth together. Second, the wise man continued, water is the body's best detoxifier. It cleanses your system of toxins and helps your kidneys function more efficiently. Think of it as an internal cleaning crew working tirelessly day and night. According to the National Kidney Foundation, staying well hydrated helps prevent kidney stone formation and promotes the elimination of waste through urine. Third, he said, water enhances digestion. It helps break down food and prevents constipation. Remember our earlier discussion about drinking warm water? That habit is especially beneficial for your digestive system. Water serves as a natural lubricant for the intestines, making the movement of food and waste smoother through the digestive tract. The young man, absorbed in the lesson, asked, and what about the mind, master? You mentioned that water can clarify our thoughts. The wise man smiled, pleased with the question. Indeed, you are correct. The brain is composed of roughly 75% water, and staying hydrated significantly improves concentration, memory, and mood. It's like giving your mind a refreshing bath from within. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that even mild dehydration negatively impacts cognitive functions, especially in terms of concentration and alertness. But that's not all, the wise man continued with a knowing smile. Water can also be an ally in weight loss. Drinking a glass before meals helps you feel fuller, reducing the amount you eat. It is the simplest and healthiest appetite suppressant in existence. A study published in the journal Obesity revealed that individuals who drank water before each meal lost 44% more weight over 12 weeks than those who did not. The young man couldn't help but laugh. Master, you make water sound like a magic potion. It is not magic, my young friend, But science, the wise man replied. And there's more. Water also improves the health of your skin, reducing wrinkles and giving it a natural glow. It's one of nature's simplest gifts, yet so often underestimated. When you are well hydrated, the wise man continued, your skin remains more elastic and less prone to wrinkles. Water helps flush out toxins that can lead to acne and other skin problems. In fact, dermatologists like Dr. Joshua Zeichner recommend staying well hydrated to maintain healthy, radiant skin. But water does more than just nourish the skin. It also regulates body temperature and lubricates the joints. Think of it as oil for the body's machinery. Keeping your joints hydrated can prevent pain and stiffness, especially if you are physically active or suffer from arthritis. The wise man paused, then added, an article from the American College of Rheumatology highlights that proper hydration is essential to maintaining the elasticity and lubrication of cartilage. The old man then shared a story. Let me tell you about Maria, a woman who came to me years ago with chronic health problems. I taught her these hydration techniques, and within just a month, her headaches disappeared, her skin noticeably improved, and her energy levels soared. She said she felt as though she had discovered the fountain of youth. The young man, deeply impressed, asked, and can everyone experience these benefits, Master? Absolutely, the wise man replied. But remember, the key is consistency and truly listening to your body. It's not just about drinking more water, it's about drinking it wisely. And there's another important lesson. Drinking too much water too quickly can lead to a condition called hyponatremia, where sodium levels in the blood drop dangerously low. So it's not just the amount of water that matters, but the rate at which you consume it. The wise man's voice softened as he shared a profound truth. As the great Bruce Lee once said, be like water. Adapt your consumption to your needs. Be flexible, but constant. Water is life, and by harnessing its power, you nourish every cell of your being. The young man nodded, absorbing the depth of the teaching. Master, I never imagined that something as simple as water could be so powerful. The wise man smiled. Water is one of the most fundamental elements in nature, and yet it is also one of the most underestimated in terms of its impact on our health. Harness its power, and you will see your body, mind, and spirit flourish as never before. He paused, nodding gravely. But remember, even the most powerful force can be a double-edged sword. Would you believe that water, the source of life, can also become our greatest enemy? The young man frowned, confused. But, Master, after all you've taught me about the benefits of water, how is that possible? The wise man's expression grew serious. Precisely because of what I've taught you, my dear apprentice, incomplete knowledge can be more dangerous than ignorance. Misused, water can become a silent threat to our health. The wise man paused dramatically before continuing, leaving the young man in deep thought. Contaminated water is one of the greatest hidden dangers, the wise man said gravely. It may seem pure, but it harbors harmful microorganisms, much like a Trojan horse. It appears as a gift, yet it brings destruction from within. And let's not forget, he continued, other drinks can disguise themselves as hydrating, when in fact, they do the opposite. Take alcohol, for instance. It's like a mirage in the desert. It makes you feel quenched, but in reality, you're losing more fluids than you realize. The young man nodded, beginning to grasp the depth of these teachings. Master, he asked, is there any way to ensure that the water we drink is truly safe? An excellent question, replied the wise man. The quality of your water is just as crucial as the quantity. Always ensure your water source is reliable. When you travel, be especially cautious. He paused, his eyes gleaming with wisdom. As Benjamin Franklin said, in wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, and in water there is bacteria. But fear not, with knowledge and mindfulness you can enjoy the benefits of water without falling prey to its dangers. The wise man continued, even seemingly healthy drinks can deceive us. Juices and sodas, for example, may be packed with sugar, and rather than hydrate, they dehydrate. And do not be swayed by the allure of bottled water. Often, we pay more for the illusion of purity than for any real difference in quality. The young man, absorbing this flood of information, reflected aloud, it's incredible how something as simple as water can be so complex. Such is life, my young friend, the wise man agreed. Simplicity often hides great complexity, but with wisdom and attention, we can navigate these hidden challenges and make the most of nature's gifts. Now that you have learned the secrets of water, are you ready to put your knowledge to the test? The young man, intrigued, nodded eagerly. What should I do, master? I propose a challenge for you, the wise man replied with a smile. Over the next 7 days, apply everything you have learned about the proper way to drink water. You will see changes that will surprise you. This challenge is not a mere game. As the philosopher Seneca once said, consistency and direction are the shortest path to success. In this case, success will mean a transformation in your health. The wise man's tone grew more serious. The challenge is simple in concept, but powerful in its results. 1. Drink warm or room temperature water. 2. Take small, frequent sips throughout the day. 3. Listen to your body. Drink when you feel thirsty. 4. Pay attention to the color of your urine to adjust your intake. 5. Start each morning with a glass of warm water to activate your system. The young man, deep in thought, asked, "But master, how will we know if it's working?" The wise man smiled knowingly. Ah, the impatience of youth. Observe your body. You will notice subtle but significant changes. Indeed, recent studies support the wisdom of the elderly. Dr. Batmunkelage, in his book, Your Body's Many Cries for Water, states that proper hydration can relieve everything from headaches to digestive problems in a matter of days. Imagine, the wise man continued, that your body is like a dry garden. With this challenge, you will water it in the right way. You will see how the flowers of your health begin to bloom. The benefits you can experience in these 7 days are amazing. Greater energy and vitality, improvement in digestion and reduction of acidity, brighter and more hydrated skin, better concentration and mental clarity, reduction of headaches and joint discomfort. But remember, the old man warned, consistency is key. As Aristotle said, we are what we do repeatedly. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The young man, excited by the challenge, asked, "What if I forget to drink water one day?" The wise man laughed. Perfection is not the goal, but progress. If you forget one day, just pick up the next. The path to health is not a straight line, but a learning journey. This challenge will not only transform your health, but your relationship with water and your body. It is an exercise in mindfulness, internal listening, and reconnection with the natural wisdom of your body. And remember, the wise man added with a wink, it's not about becoming a camel. Moderation is key. Drinking too much can be just as harmful as not drinking enough. At the end of the week, you might be surprised to discover that something as simple as changing the way you drink water has had a profound impact on your overall well-being. As the philosopher Lao Tzu said, water is the softest element, and yet it can penetrate mountains and land. This clearly demonstrates the principle that softness surpasses hardness. The sun was beginning to set behind the mountains, dyeing the sky orange and purple tones. The young apprentice, with his heart full of gratitude and his mind brimming with new knowledge, was preparing to say goodbye to the wise old man. But the teacher had one last lesson to share, one that promised to transform not only the way we drink water, but how we face every challenge in life. "Before you go, my young friend," said the wise man with an enigmatic smile, "let me share with you the deepest secret of water." The young man nodded eagerly, ready to absorb every drop of wisdom. "Be like water," the old man uttered, his eyes gleaming with ancient knowledge. The apprentice, puzzled, furrowed his brow. "Be like water? What do you mean, master?" The wise man smiled, pleased by his student's curiosity. "Water, my dear apprentice, is the greatest teacher of life. Observe how it flows, how it adapts to every obstacle, always finding its way. It does not fight against the rock, it surrounds it. Water is never stagnant, it is always in motion." This teaching echoed the words of the legendary Bruce Lee, who said, "Be water, my friend. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water." "But master," the young man interrupted, "how can I apply this to my life?" "Ah," the old man responded, "that is the real lesson. When you face challenges, do not resist rigidly. Be flexible, like water. When life presents you with obstacles, do not stop. Instead, find new paths. And remember, even the softest water, with time, can erode the hardest rock." Persistence and adaptability are your greatest allies. The young man reflected on these words, beginning to understand the depth of the teaching. The sage continued, "And like water, keep yourself pure and transparent. Let your actions and thoughts be as clear as a mountain stream. Mental clarity is as important as physical hydration." This idea resonated with the teachings of Lao Tzu, who wrote in the Tao Te Ching, "The superior man is like water. Water benefits all things and does not compete with them." The old man smiled and added, "And do not forget, even when water boils, it rises as steam. So when life gets heated, rise above the circumstances." The young man smiled at this analogy, understanding its simplicity and truth. The old man's tone grew serious. "Carry these teachings with you. Remember, every time you drink water, you are not only nourishing your body, but also your spirit. Each sip is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, to connect with the wisdom of nature." The young man nodded, feeling both the weight and lightness of these teachings. "Thank you, Master. I will never look at a glass of water the same way again." "And that," the sage replied, "is true transformation. When you change your perspective, you change your life." He paused, then added in an inspiring tone, "Now go and flow like water on your own journey. But before you go, remember this. Life is a field full of challenges and opportunities. Do not limit yourself to what you already know. Set goals so big they scare you, for it is only when you face the unknown that you can discover the greatness within you." The young man, filled with purpose and inspiration, nodded deeply. "I promise to face every challenge with the flexibility and determination of water, and I will dare to dream big, even if those dreams seem unattainable." "Exactly," the wise man said with a knowing smile. "True strength lies not in rigid resistance, but in the ability to adapt and overcome. Never forget, though life may be difficult, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. The power to transform your life is in your hands. Now go and flow toward your dreams with courage and determination." With these words echoing in his mind, the young man bid farewell to his teacher, ready to face the world with a new perspective and renewed confidence. He knew that no matter how great the challenges ahead, he always held the power to choose how to react, adapt, and thrive. With a heart full of wisdom and a mind clear as a mountain stream, he embarked on his journey, understanding that true change begins in how we face every challenge and pursue every dream. If you've made it this far, write in the comments, "Water is powerful," so I'll know who the true victors are that made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content like this in the future. Share this video with your loved ones so they can begin implementing this wisdom today. If you'd like to support the channel and gain access to exclusive benefits, consider becoming a member. Not only will you be helping the channel grow, but you'll also receive perks available only to members. I've left the link in the comments for you to check out. Thanks for your continued support. Now, click on one of these 2 videos to keep nourishing your mind and further your journey toward wisdom.